ever have one of those days when everything doesn't go right? You just start off on the wrong foot and you look at the weight on the scale or the size in your clothes and you're just like, oh, no, 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 still. You know, your perspective is huge. Your weight right now is probably someone else's goal weight, but it's your perspective. I know when I was gaining after 5 Bite, when I would see certain numbers, I would like, oh no, oh no, 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 this can't be. Well, you know, it's all about perspective. Sometimes, like on the 5 Bite diet, I did get too thin. For me, and my body type, it was entirely too thin. And I couldn't see that at the time. At the time, that my perspective was different. Today, my perspective, having lost entirely too much and regained, I have a better perspective of where I need to be today. And I have a better perspective of how I want to live it out today. But perspective, sometimes you have to shut off the noises in your head or the little, even your husband's plate or your son's plate or your daughter's plate that's next to you. You have to just like have tunnel vision and keep your own perspective. I know recently my husband, he has a friend who's a truck driver and he has another friend who works nights. And sometimes they call him in the middle of the night and I have to work days. And I had to tell him, look, you can have these friendships with your friends, but the perspective of this big picture is I need my rest. I need to do what I need to do for me. You need to tell them if they disrespect my boundaries, then you cut your phone off. Well, recently he had to cut his phone off at night. And these phone calls can be made during the day. It's not an emergency. And if it was, they have my number too. I'm on call 24/7, so my phone stays on all the time, so family can reach us. Point being is your perspective. I can't look at my husband's, who is 6'4" and I'm 5'4", and expect to eat like him and lose weight. His portions are going to be way bigger than mine. My perspective has to get right here into a focal point. And I can't look to the left and I can't look to the right because it will blur my vision and I will not be steady on course. Sometimes you have to shut things down and just do what you need to do for you. Not look at your child's plate. If it's rest at night, like I had to put my foot down and say, look, cut the phone off. I need my rest. If I don't get my rest, I can't function during the day. I can't be the best version of me. We're made to sleep. We're made to eat. But your perspective on the scale and in life, it's okay if Susie Q can eat X amount and you can't. She's got a different story to write. She's got a different journey to write. You know, perspective. I can only eat this kind of food. Maybe I've chosen to be vegan. Maybe I've chosen to be keto. Maybe I've chosen to eat the standard American diet or the standard Australian diet, wherever you're from. If it works for you, fine. But remember, more is more on the scale and less is less on your body and less baggage to carry. It's all about perspective. You know, as I was going up in weight after 5 Bite, I felt horrified, but I was comparing myself to what I had been, and I could not see clearly because my perspective was out of focus. You know, for me, personally, yeah, I like being small, but extra small, no. For me, I know what my perspective is better now. my perspective of where I need to stop and about how much volume I need to eat. I couldn't see it before. I went too far one way, and then on the thin side, and then I went too far the other way on the heavy side. The good thing about your mistakes is you can learn from them, and it's all about perspective and looking how you change, looking how, don't be so hard on yourself today. You are a work in progress, and it's all about perspective. And remember, where you are right now, that's someone else's goal weight. So don't be so hard on yourself. Do today, right now, with a fresh new beginning and a new perspective.